fucked. So this is Only Fools and Collecting. And this week we are joined by the most famous Northerner you have ever seen in your life, Mr. Steve Ure.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, Steve.
It's Ure, by the way.
Ure. So, yeah, I say it wrong.
I
say it wrong. And Zach royally fucked it up on Collecting Weekly the other day. I have no idea how the fuck he pronounced
Ure.
it. Yeah, that's it, Ure.
Yeah.
It's just like pure. That's how you say it.
Okay. It's been a subject of.
And right, so one thing we need to tell everyone is Pete's internet connection consists of a fucking potato and keeps dropping out. So Pete's gone. He'll be back soon. He will keep dropping in and out. But yeah, these things were sent to try us. So when he pops back,
I think he's doing it on purpose just to throw us
I
off.
think he is. I think he saw that we were just about to go live, and that's it. So Pete's fucked us. But anyway, we will move on, and Pete will come back whenever. Well, he can hear us apparently, but he just can't speak. So Pete will have to just message in. Cool. So Steve, my man, you've got your very own section. They call him Steve. Oh, and Pete's back. Brilliant.
Oh
cool.
Man, this is
right. So
for how long? Only no one knows.
Yeah, exactly. So Pete's with us for a little bit till he drops back out. So Steve, your collection. How do you get into it? How do you find us? How did you join this wonderful world of 1/6?
Oh, well, I mean, I've always loved collecting ever since I was a little kid, collecting McDonald's toys and Kinder Egg surprise toys and what have you. But I suppose 1/6, it was about 5 years ago. I'd been collecting steel books. I started collecting the NECA 6-7 inch figures. You know, like those, had a few of them, but I always wanted Hot Toys as soon as I heard about them. And I finally bit the bullet, and I got a better job. Got a bit more disposable cash, and I got myself the I can't remember the MMS number, but you know, the proper Christopher Reeve with the the really nice base and everything. I managed to get one of those, 130 quid back in the day.
Nice.
Yeah, you're talking 250 plus easily now for one of those.
Oh yeah.
I ordered that. Then it was going to take a while to come, and I ended up, as everyone does, when you get impatient, and I wanted something like now, so I ended up getting a knockoff Wolverine Origins figure just to tide me over. And then once you got 2, you want 3, and then you want 4, and snowballs. Now I've got about 70, I think, and it's just like a revolving door these days. I'm running out of room, so I will buy a couple, then lose a couple, then move them on. And you do the same, don't you, Sue?
Yeah, massively. Yeah, that's why I've had to upgrade cases. But still, you just, as soon as you fill them up, you have to get rid of some to make room for some more. Otherwise, the whole house will be full of them, and I don't think the missus are part of that.
Yeah, I think I was looking at your cabinet, Steve. I think you may have pushed my record of how many. What's the most figures you got in one cabinet?
Well, I've got the big Bestas, so I think I've got the big Arkham collection. I've got 2 of them big Bestas, and I've got, I reckon, about 11 or 12 in each one. So I've got the best part of 20 odds.
Yeah, because your Arkham stuff is the bollocks. I love it. The villains, the rogue gallery is spot on.
You know, but they're still my favourite games. Yeah, I love the Arkham games. I can't wait. There's obviously a new one rumoured. I can't wait for that to come out. A bit terrified of that because I want all the figures to go from the new game. But yeah, I've just been given permission to knock a wall down in the man cave to make it bigger. So I'll soon have some more room.
See, I wish my missus.
Yeah, lucky boy.
Just start knocking walls down to accommodate my figure collection.
It's the only way.
Yeah, I'm just not that lucky. I'm stuck in the smallest part of the house trying to fit a DeLorean and a massive Besta units in. It's just, I can't even get a desk in here. Like, it's ridiculous.
I would love rooms for a vehicle. I'd love a Batmobile 89. I'd love a DeLorean. I'd love the new Ecto one that's coming in.
That thing, you need a full-grown fucking garage to fit that fucker in.
It's huge, isn't it?
Massive, but it looks so good.
I'm wondering though, can you fit all 4 Ghostbusters in it?
I think you can. You can fit all 4 plus the gear, the whole lot.
They've not shown that yet, have they?
No. Well, I think with the vehicles, they're always a bit careful not to show stuff inside, because as soon as you plonk a figure inside it, it just looks awkward as fuck. I mean, if you put Marty inside the DeLorean, it looks weird. They don't.
Yeah, you
quite-
only ever see him like hanging out of it, don't you? Type of thing.
Yeah.
You
Because
never-
if
you
you
never
sit
think-
it in like it's driving, it looks exactly how it is. It looks like a toy.
Yeah.
So they kind of don't bother.
Yeah, I love the way you got
Yeah.
yours posed, Ian. It looks really cool.
It's about the only way I could get the cunt in. Like, I had to have him perched on the side.
Yeah. That looks good though.
Yeah, you don't have much choice with it, to be fair. Cool. So that's Steve, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm never going to. Yeah, I'm never going to pronounce your last name, so you will always be known as just Steve. Just Steve.
Yeah.
Cool. So every show we start off with the same old segment. I know people probably think it's getting a bit boring, but it is new this fortnight.
Oh look, I forgot that. Look. Hello,
There we go.
Steve.
Oh yes. So for everyone in America, we are not being incredibly racist here. This is an actual character, right? Let's just clear that up now, right?
Yeah.
It's called Papa Lazaro. Yeah, just watch it. It's not us being horrendous racist. It really isn't. It's brilliant.
One of my favourite characters in anything.
And we've got this comment
There you go.
from Zach. Is Steve on the casting couch? You'll have to give Zach. He is a raging pervert.
Yeah.
I should be in the man cave right now, but needs must. I've ended up on the couch
Yeah.
downstairs.
I'm normally on the couch. So
But yeah, that's my collection.
that is it. See, I'm loving the Bestas up on like close to the ceiling.
Yeah, you're want to do that, aren't you? Or have Bestas anyway.
Yeah. So mine are like fucking stacked up on shit that they shouldn't be stacked up on. But that's a story I've got for later on. Where the IKEA lady told me you can't do that, and I was like, "Fuck off, I'm doing it." Yeah. So, do this fortnight, Pete. Stop fucking around with slides. What you got?
give me a sec. I have got.
It's a good job this is a podcast and not many people can see what you're doing.
I know. Yeah. Last week I had to cut a massive section of like probably about 30-40 seconds of us just dicking about slides.
Right. So so my new this fortnight, as you can see, is the Aliens Power Loader. Now that is
something like you're doing. No idea.
Like MMS 39, something like that. So it's a good 10.
They've not really reissued that, have they?
No, they teased one a couple of years ago, but
I thought they did. Yeah.
I think it's going to be one of those ones that just never sees the light of day. But so I never really had any sort of really thought I'd own one of these. But I've started a little Aliens collection. I've built a Hicks and a Drake and a Ripley with the from sort of the end of the film with the flamethrower and the pulse rifle. But I've always fancied one of these, and I thought, and they would go normally for sort of £500-600, and everyone's saying that quite often that I haven't put them in the hoses on yet, as you can see in the picture. They're in their bags at the back there. But they all just go onto little pins, and quite often they break off. They're just plastic and stuff. So you very rarely get one that's mint. I was just browsing eBay one day, and I happened to see. I think the first thing I saw was a guy was selling the Michael Jackson 2-pack, the Thriller, the zombie one, and I was looking at that, and I think it was about 170. And I was thinking, oh, quite fancy that, But
the much
I don't know
fabled DX pedo pack.
And I thought, I don't know where I'd put it. And I just suddenly thought, I'll see what else he's got. Boom, power loader.
Jimmy
it was on there.
figures and all sorts he had.
Yeah. So it was on there for, I think he had it on for, it was on bids for about $380 or something, starting bid plus postage. And I was thinking that's a bit, that could go crazy. I didn't want to spend that sort of money. So I messaged him, sort of started up a dialogue and said, what would you, got a bit of background on it. And basically he used to kind of work in the toy industry. And he was over in Japan when this thing was released, and he was at some sort of show or whatever. And then it was the demo, the display one. And he bought it and had it shipped back to the UK. And basically it's sat in storage. He's never opened it. So it's basically brand new. So anyway, I made him an offer. He accepted it. and that was that. And then he had all sorts of fun trying to get it to me because he took it to the post office. They didn't want to send it. He was looking at things. He was going to courier it, and then he basically said, because he's from Manchester, and he said, "Oh, I'm working in Watford." And I said, "Well, that's about 30 miles from where I work." So yeah, he drops it off in person, which is really cool. And we got chatting, and he used to work in sort of making sets and stuff. So he actually worked on the Aliens sets,
Wow.
kind of building the kind of the wooden structures and stuff that they then added all the chicken wire and the plaster and stuff to. And he walked away with a few freebies because he said back in the day they back in the day they used to throw everything away, so they just said to him, take whatever you like. So he ended up with some cool stuff, and he's got it all in storage and everything. But he's so it's awesome. And obviously I had to get another Ripley. Comes with Ripley, but the head sculpt's shite.
Yeah,
so
it's proper old school.
So you then begin this task to find another alien Ripley at a decent price. Now you can't buy the head sculpt for love nor money because nobody's going to part that thing out.
You can't even get the weird Brian May knockoff, can you?
No, because that was 1/6 Kit did that for a while, but that sold out, and they've not. And to be honest, I don't like it. I think the plastic hair trimmed up just works, just looks perfect. Like Andy Hibbs did one, didn't he? We haired one, and I just think it doesn't look as good because of the type of hair. So anyway, I just basically I put the feelers out to see if I could get a Ripley, and the guy said he had one. He messaged me, 150 quid, and they're going for like 250 on eBay. So I was like, boom, I'll take that off. And then he was sort of saying, "Oh, I haven't got a box for it and everything." I said, mate, fuck it, I don't want the box.
Yeah,
I said just send it in a shoebox. Don't want the box. I don't care. So that's done. So I've got another trim up. The jacket is from the standalone figure because the one with this doesn't come with that. No, the blue jacket. But I wanted to go with, just to be different from the one I've got, is to go with the look from when she's at the start of the film when she shows them she can use the power loader. But yeah, no. So I put it all together the other night. Put it in this cabinet. It doesn't fit. It sticks out the front, but yeah. So I got
who cares?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's such a amazing piece, and it's really well made.
It doesn't look great with the original figure because the head sculpt was just abysmal.
Yeah, shite, wasn't it?
Yeah, with what you've done there, it is just really transforms it, and you don't need to wait for the new power loader when you've done that.
And I don't think it's happening. And obviously, then in the picture you can see on the left, as a bonus, I'm going to make a bishop because that's the suit from Ripley in Alien.
So that's what head sculpt are you going to use? Because there's not many.
That one that I've superimposed there. It's
Snyderman. Oh
yeah. I thought it was. Yeah, I was going to say there's not many.
There's not
many Henriksen sculpts about, is there?
I seem to remember that I'd noticed they did one like ages ago, so I messaged them up, and yeah, they did. And actually, I think it's a pretty good one. Some of their stuff, I've got the Hicks one, which is not bad. But yeah, so it should be coming fairly soon.
I think their sculpts are normally pretty good. The only problem is sometimes they're a bit smooth.
Yes.
So there's no actual texturing on them. So sometimes if you get kind of a larger one of their heads, you can't. There's not a great deal of sort of shading you can do.
Right. Okay.
They can end up. That's why sometimes they look a bit flat.
There's not enough kind of angles and stuff.
Is that what it is?
The recesses are quite shallow, and sometimes, like if you look at, say, the Indigo Rocco sculpts, all that, they've got pitting and stuff like that actually sculpted in.
Yeah.
These don't. They're very flat. So unless you get like someone with a face that's quite expressive, you don't get a lot of the rise and fall that you do. So when you're building up your layers and stuff, it doesn't quite work as well. I mean, they're still great sculpts, and they do a lot of characters that you can't get anywhere else.
Yes, they do. And the good thing was, I kind of justified buying the Ripley because I could basically make a bishop. The trainers work, the suit works fine. Stick the head on. So I've actually got him on the shelf at the moment. Waiting. He's holding a face hugger, and he's got a pair of like what are they? They're not scissors. The things they use for like opening up holding wounds open.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I know
yeah.
that one's brilliant.
It's from the
No idea what they're called, but
Are they forceps?
possibly, yes, from the Tech Noir Terminator.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a little bit of
nice.
green, sort of acidy blood, because he did like examining them, didn't he? So yeah, that'll go in the aliens Detolf cube. So yeah, it's all really good stuff. So that is me for this fortnight, and I'm very pleased with it.
Cosmic, you've done really well there, jammy bastard.
Yes,
yes, that's a solid haul just in that one thing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You don't see a lot. You don't see a lot of them about, to be fair.
No.
So you've
So
done really well there.
not in that nick. I'm going to probably
to get one. Forceps. Zach's come in. Forceps.
It's forceps. Okay.
Forceps.
Yep.
There you go.
Good job, he's here. Cool. So go on,
Right.
Steve. What is it you've got? And Pete, please do the slide properly.
There
we go.
And I'm not touching it now.
On 3.
Yeah, fuck's sake, leave it alone. Don't touch it.
I've had 2 this last couple of weeks. I've got more coming in, but I know. but I literally moved one of them on instantly. Actually, I just had another one yesterday, which had done the same thing. I'll explain in a minute. But the one I'm keeping is John Wick. Love the movies. I love Keanu. I've got the Matrix, Hot Toys Matrix as well, Neo. And it's just such a great figure. You get shed loaded weapons with it. The sculpt, it's not perfect. I think there's been a lot of debate on the groups about it. It's good. It's as good as any of the custom ones. People say, some of the other custom ones are better. I don't think they are, to be honest. I think it's a solid sculpt. Looks the old looks better in hand adage, which all people always use. It genuinely does, actually. It looks really, really good. And it's definitely a keeper. My collection now, I'm trying to move towards more niche figures. I'm not one for collecting a ton of Marvel or a ton of DC. Yes, I've got my Arkham figures, but apart from that, I love all my old 80s action heroes. I'm trying to build up my Arnie, my Stallone, Kurt Russell.
I love me some Arnie too, Steve. He's the man.
Yeah. One of my biggest regrets is selling you that fucking Running Man.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that, mate.
I don't know why the fuck I did it. And every time you post the picture, I'm like, you bastard.
Yeah. No, every that time. And my what's the other one I've got? The
Total Recall one.
Total Recall, those two, because the figures are yellow, they really pop. They look great on the shelf. I'm trying to get all my Arnie figures built and in the cabinets before he dies, because you know what's going to happen as soon as I love the man to bits, but as soon as he pops his clogs, all the figures are going to be a grand each, and you're not going to get your
100%.
Which ones are you still after then, Steve, or looking to build? You're doing a Dutch, aren't you?
I'm going to build my own Dutch. I'm not going to try and buy the hot toy, because I think the body's going to be knackered on any one you buy now. So
I don't think there's any point in buying a Hot Toys Dutch. You can kit bash ones for like a quarter of the price, and it looks really good.
I was talking to a guy who's like really, really into his military stuff, and he told me the exact camouflage to get, and I got it was off a DID, Dragon and Dreams figure, and I ordered it. It's just come the other day, and the camouflage is spot on. I'd say it's actually more movie accurate Hot Toys one.
Okay.
So it's good. Should be a good figure. And the other thing I got this week was actually last week was the Forrest Gump figure, the DJ custom one. But I moved it on instantly, and the main reason was the head sculpt just is nowhere near up to it. And you see, you've either got to wait for the Inagu one, or have ordered the JNix one. Which they're both pretty good sculpts. I think the Inagu one's going to be better.
I think so. Yeah.
By the time you finish, you drop 400 quid on Forrest Gump, and I'm like, I don't love the fit character that much to spend that much money on it.
400 is way too much for Gump.
See, if I was, sorry,
go on.
I think that if I was to have one, I'd probably have him in his like military gear, and I have toyed with the idea. But again, I don't love the character enough really to justify the 300-400 quid to put that together.
No,
this is it. And the bench is ridiculous. It's like, it's wider than the 12.
It's huge.
Well, it doesn't even fit in the picture.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No.
That's a warning.
Yeah.
I've seen people put it in diagonally. I've seen people put it on a shelf with Deadpool and Stan Lee, and it looks quite funny, having him on there with someone completely random. But it's just not the kind of figure that's going to fit the collection. So he had to go straight back on eBay. And that, so I'm kind of getting into a habit recently of ordering stuff like a year out in case it turns out to be a good figure and everyone wants it, and I regret not ordering it. But it's that easy. It's that easy to move figures on. I just keep ordering
That's
them.
the thing. It's like you very rarely lose any money. Even like 15, 20 quid. So it's worth the punt, isn't it? You're fairly safe. You can.
It's getting hard now to kind of decide what to jump on and what not to, though. Like
that's it.
You kind of think, well, things you kind of go, well, I'll be able to pick one of that further down the line. No worries at all. End up being the rarest thing you can fucking find.
I know.
And then stuff you think no one's ever going to like ends up being so fucking popular. I can't put my finger on it anymore.
No, I've got the Mark 85 Iron Man on order. I mean, I've got the Mark 3, and I think I'll always have the Mark 3 because it's my favourite suit. That scene's iconic in the first movie, isn't it?
The original one or the die-cast
they haven't done a. I've got the die-cast one, but it's not really die-cast. It's only like 50% die-cast.
Yeah,
not like the later ones was, but it's a bit undersized. I'd love them to redo the Mark 3.
Yeah, I know it was undersized. Do
it properly this time.
Scale. The quarter scale looks good.
It is an amazing figure. But anyway, I've got the Mark 85. I probably won't keep it, but I've ordered it just in case it is that good. And I keep just have a habit of doing that now.
Have you got so you just got the Mark 3 at the moment?
Just the Mark 3,
Would you have two, or would you move one on if you decided you liked the 85?
I've got one cube with Marvel figures in, which has got one Iron Man in and one Cap and one Thor.
Yeah, see, I I couldn't have multiple of those.
No. I've got multiple Batman figures because I love that. He's my favourite,
I think that's different. There's enough different iterations of the Batman franchise, not just different suits within the same, with the same actor and things like that.
I suppose they're different actors. They are all massively different.
Yes,
they're
they are
similar. The only
they all came out at the time.
Yeah. So cool. Well, I've had a pretty good week, to be fair. Well, fortnight, to be fair. So the only. So I'll go on to Crate Luke and why that's pissed me off something chronic.
Ooh.
But so I've gone through my collection and I'm trying to kind of pick up a few more bits of Marvel and a few more bits of kind of random stuff. So first thing I managed to pick up was a it's not brand spanking new, but it was meant to be mint in box, but it didn't bother me, so I was going to rip the shit out of it anyway. Is a Smart Ash from Evil Dead 2. So I got the sideshow version with the giant fucking bobblehead. The sculpts on those were just fucking horrendous. So I only really wanted the clothes in that. So I've started modding that. I've altered the clothes slightly so they weren't so massive on the new body. And I also, in fact, it is just behind me there. Got that, a knockoff sideshow Ash head. Which I was surprised about because it's actually really good. I thought it was going to be crap, but it's pretty good. So I'm going to paint that up over the weekend, and I should have a finished Smart Ash to go with my.
It's that recast of the recent one that came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So I will then have a Evil Ash, a Deadeye Ash, an Evil Dead 2 Ash, and an Smart Ash. So I only really need an Evil Dead 3 Ash and a Ash versus Evil Dead Ash, and I'll have a whole cabinet full of Ashes.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool. I picked that up, so I'm looking forward to working on that. And then my mate has just been over to the States, and he went to, is it Galaxy's Edge, the big Star Wars thing. So while he was there, he was sending me nothing but fucking photos of the place. It looks amazing. The Falcon looks brilliant.
Year after next.
Oh, it looks so good. So good.
Wait.
I was so jealous. But they have a little shop there. And in the shop, you've got the choice between all these different lightsabers. You can buy any one that's been in the film, or you can make your own. I didn't really want him to make me one, but has Return of the Jedi Luke is probably my favourite like iteration of him. I got him to pick me up a Luke. They light up and everything, but you have to buy. You kind of buy all the bits separate. So I think it was like 130 quid, but it came with the tube as well. So, but it's different sizes of tubes. So he had to get me he had to get me a fairly small one so it fit in his fucking
What make
suitcase.
is that, Ian?
I've no idea.
Oh, okay.
It's just stamped up Disney.
Okay.
It's all metal. It's really good quality.
Yeah.
It comes with 2 heads.
Wow.
So where you've got the ribbed bit for Luke's pleasure, if you unscrew that, you've got underneath the like velvet padding. There's another bit. You kind of screw that on, and then you put the light on, and then it lights up and does all the sound effects and all that stuff like the old.
So which bit comes off from the copper bit forward?
Yeah, no, go back effectively from the switch up.
Okay.
You unscrew all of that, and it
it
splits on. But he was saying the merchandise there was mental. They had a bit of everything. So I'm well happy with that. It comes in a nice little case, so it's sitting in my display case with my Lego Falcon for now, while I've got, I don't have room. But yeah, proper.
That looks really nice. Yeah.
Proper impressed with that. And then, so I did a little trade with Daniel Young, who's on a lot of the Mint in Sealed Box channel, their Facebook group. Really nice guy. I've done some work for him and I've traded with him before and that. So I think I traded him my Metal Gear Solid snake, the Venom snake, and one other figure which I cannot fucking for life remember what it was. That's the thing. When it's out of my collection, it's fucking gone.
Joker, the bank robber.
Nah, fuck off! Not get rid of that. No, that stays with me forever. Fucking Joker, you prick. No, I've fucking no idea what it was, but it was 2 figures. Come
on, Ian. Nothing's safe in your hands.
No, I love that Joker. I prefer that one to the the Heath Ledger purple coaty type jobby, just because. I much prefer it. But anyway, so I traded the 2 figures, and after a quick custom charge, I got my Dusty Deadpool.
Well, how much is your customs charge?
30 quid. 35, I think it was. It was 25 for the actual customs, and then Parcel Force chucked a tenner on for them just to update the tracking and me to wander around there and fucking pick it up, the bastards.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So. But as I said before, like if you import something, you've just got to, I roughly knew how much it should have been.
Yeah.
So I can't really complain. I knew what I was doing. It turned up. I was stung, and when I think back about all the times I haven't been stung, I think,
you've got to factor that in, haven't you?
Yeah. I can kind of let that one go. But what I've done with the Dusty Deadpool, so what it was pretty cheap. At the end of the day. Got rid of 2 figures that I weren't really that into anymore and spent about 30 quid. So I don't like the Dusty Deadpool. I don't like the colour. They've made it too grey. He's not, there's not enough red coming through the suit, and he just doesn't really look that much like he did at the end of the film.
Have you been painting red on it? Is that what you've been doing?
No.
You've been taking the grey off.
I've been taking the grey off.
No way. Is it red underneath?
It's red underneath.
Ooh,
yeah. So all they've done is taken a regular Deadpool, sprayed it up grey, and it is a solid grey, and then gone over it with like a dry brushing of like a white. So if you get a bit of nail varnish remover and rub it on there, it takes it straight off.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they love a good repaint, but that is literally a repaint, isn't it?
Yeah. There's been literally nothing else going on.
And then they put the thing around his neck.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So they put a collar around his neck. I think they gave you the time dial thing, but that didn't come with this one. I think he's kept that for his cable. And what the other accessories were, the coin he's got, the copper coin. Other than that, it's all exactly the same. The only thing is, it won't really strip the paint off of the head because I think they've just painted that grey away. But I can cut and match that and paint that if I really wanted to. So now I'm in 2 minds. What do? Do I strip it back completely and just make it a regular Deadpool? It means I've got to repaint the hands a bit. Or do I leave it as I've got it, kind of half stripped, so the grey does look better, and it looks a bit like it looks more like it's dust and shit from when it gets burnt. The only thing I need to get
leave it. I love what you've done so far. I think you put up whip photos. And I thought that looks finished. That, to be honest.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is get some proper duct tape, because the shit they gave you in there is bollocks. It's the shiniest, shittiest tape ever. So I want to get some proper silver duct tape. Do the duct tape. Maybe get an unmasked sculpt and stick that on it, and I think it probably look pretty good.
But didn't you own the regular one before, Ian? Or was it the Mark one?
So no, like a twat. So I had the.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, I keep doing this. So that I had the first Deadpool. I painted that before this was announced. I painted that into a dusty Deadpool.
Yep.
Which, if I don't say so myself, was a bit more accurate than the shit Hot Toys gave us. And then I managed to get hold of a Deadpool 2 figure. So I had the red one, I had the grey one. I think Dale had the grey one off me, and I think I traded like a twat. I traded my Deadpool 2 figure for a clone Cody, which was all right at the time, but I just think, you bellend, what the fuck did you do that for? So I wanted, and like I said, I'm trying to expand a bit more into the Marvel stuff. So I don't want to go mental, because like I said, give it a month, no fucker's going to want anything Marvel, and it will be Star Wars again. But I just want to pick out the stuff I really like. So that's why I got like that Wolverine. I've started weathering that up, and then this
stick
Deadpool.
Stick to the main characters.
Yeah, and I'm not bothered if
it's, isn't it, Ian?
Thanos. That's the thing.
He's drawing them towards him.
I've got Thanos. I mean, I've got the Thanos. I've got my Mark 42, which is like one of my favourite suits. The concept Cap America, because I think that's the best version. To be fair, the proportions are good. Mm-hmm. He looks pretty balanced. The only thing I want to do with that is put on the Infinity War sculpt on that. I think that would look bollocks. But I'm not paying fucking 60 quid for that head sculpt. No fucking chance.
Mine just sold for 45, mate.
Well, you're a cunt. That's right. Bastard. I would have given you 45 for that. But yeah, so anyway. And then I was due this week to have a Crate Luke. But as you can see, the fucker's not here. So I thought I will have my first shopping experience with Toy Wonderland. Mm-hmm. Now, before I say anything, this isn't their. Well, I don't believe this is their fault. So they are exceptionally cheap. Every time I go on their website, convert it all into pounds, they are cheap. So Crate Luke was £163, which was too good for me to pass up.
Yep.
But then you get through to the shipping. So if you do standard shipping, it's not a lot, but it takes ages to get here. If you go EMS, it calculates it at 50 quid.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, like a twat, I paid my £50. The quoted time is 2 to 6 days, and I ordered that on the 30th. It's now the 8th, and Luke has been flying for about 8-9 days now. Fuck knows what is going on with that cunt. He's in the air. He's whizzing around like fucking Leia. But he's not landed anywhere near me.
He's gone all the way around. It's like gone back again.
He's done a loop. He's fucking done a loop. Yeah. So I'm hoping it turns up next week. If not, then I'll have to go back to Toy Wonderland and say it's obviously been lost. So I'm hoping.
I just can't have any figures from the new trilogy, you know.
Yeah, so I like the new trilogy. I don't get me wrong. I think The Last Jedi had its issues, but I thought it was okay. But the Luke in that was just a miserable shit. So I didn't really want the hobo Luke, but I really like this scene, and this is like the definitive kind of Luke from the new series kind of thing. So and all the reviews I saw this, it just looked really good. So I thought,
but Steve, Ian's got prequel figures as well, so you know.
Oh, no.
Hang on. Well, hang on. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Hang on. I've got. Hang on. The prequel figures I've got are Maul, Obi-Wan, and Anakin. So, all right, Maul's probably not so instrumental, but you can't really not have an Obi and an Anakin, as far as I'm concerned. If you've got a Star Wars collection, you got to have those two fuckers in there somewhere. And Maul's just awesome. I mean, look,
Maul
take the
is
piss all
good,
you like,
yeah.
but it could be worse. I could have a fucking Jar Jar Binks in the cupboard. So
I wouldn't put it past you, mate.
Yeah, you'd buy one.
Yeah. No, I fucking wouldn't. I really fucking wouldn't. That thing's fucking awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was bear in mind how much postage is with Toy Wonderland, just in case. I mean, I've only used them the once, so I will use them again, and probably it will all work out fine, and it'll be all great. But yeah, just so when we move on in a minute, just bear in mind that all the prices I say on this don't have postage included.
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of factor that in. So you might go, "Fuck me, that's cheap," but bung 50 quid on and a fortnight wait, and
although not as cheap as we thought they might have been. Ian, when we were discussing them a couple of weeks ago, weren't we?
Yeah.
Ian's looking at the price and he's going, "Oh, they've got like the new Mark 7 die cast, and it's like 400 quid or so, or 300 quid." I'm like, "Fuck that! I'm going to buy 3 of them." And then he realised it was a half deposit.
Yeah, so when you go on the website, the way they do it is if it's out, it's just full price. If it's coming out soon, then they have the option to put down a half deposit or a full deposit. So the half deposit option is always shown first. Didn't see the half bit. I was like, "Fuck me, that's cheap." And then as soon as you flick it to full deposit, it's like fucking 600-700 quid. You're like, nah,
that ain't cheap.
Nah, bollocks to that. Cool.
Tell you what, just before we move on, have you watched the recut version of the Last Jedi? Some bloke has basically recut the entire film. I'm assuming it's a bloke, but he's basically he's cut out all the stupid stuff. You know, like please hold at the start, and all the stuff that made you cringe as you're watching it. He's basically re-edited it. It's obviously not an official thing by any means. You can quite easily find it, and it does make the film a million times better. So
I'll have to have a look for that.
Yeah, well,
is it just called the edited cut or something?
It's a recut thing.
I can send you a link.
We can hook you up. Don't worry. But it makes it far. But it's you'll want to watch this version before you go into episode 9 for sure.
Yeah. Well, I can watch it with my crate. Oh no, I can't. I can't watch it with my fucking figure because it's not here.
They took the Mary Poppins layer out and all that crap.
Have either you guys bought your Star Wars tickets yet?
Yes, I've got tickets for the 19th.
Oh, you're seeing the 19th as well. Hopefully before the podcast.
Yeah, I literally, it comes out like 2 days before. You won't see me on the internet. You won't see me on group chats. You won't. I might as well be fucking dead for 2 days because after some cunt ruined The Force Awakens for me, I'm not having that. I'm not. No.
What time is your showing?
I booked the day off work, so I'm that scratcherous bag cunt. I'm going in the morning
because we're broadcasting that night, aren't we?
Yes. So what I was going to say was, what we could do is do another stream after where we talk about it.
Yeah, really. Yeah, because I'll have literally been home about half an hour.
Yeah.
So I've got to see it at 5:30. So yeah.
Sweet.
I could be a proper prick. Watch it in the morning and just text you. And go,
turn my phone off, mate.
They all die.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. R2D2 dies.
3PO might.
C3PO rapes him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So that was our wonderful week or fortnight. So just so we know, so a couple of people who are probably American, like this guy here, isn't Fortnite a game? Yes, it is. But it's also like in proper Queen's English. It's a 2-week period of time as well.
Yes.
So stop being so American. I fucking love it. So stop my ramblings. New releases. So this one came out today. We had the standard shipper box picture come through.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of the Return of the Jedi Luke Deluxe? Because it will. So Toy Wonderland has it out for £196, obviously plus postage. What do you guys think?
Well, you can have it with the one with different suits, isn't there? You can have it as Jedi as well as Endor.
Yes, it's got all the same stuff that the regular had, clothing wise, but with the addition of obviously the Endor stuff and a couple of bits from that deleted Sandstorm scene.
Effectively, it's a better sideshow version.
Yeah, definitely.
It's weird how they've both done the same thing, basically, haven't they? They've both used exactly the same figure, which is just strange.
Yeah.
I've seen some photos today of that windswept head sculpt not looking great.
Not good.
Nah.
The teeth are bad.
Yeah, it's not good at all.
No. I mean, Hamill is so hard to get right.
Yeah.
But I just, looking at both scopes, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Hot Toy Loop scopes anyway.
No.
They've kind of made this one look off to the left, and then the windswept one, he just looks like he's got a bit of a receding hairline.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, the rest of it, I think the stuff they give you is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
it's a good figure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to get a Luke and you're going to get a bulk standard off-the-shelf Luke, this is probably the version to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
it has a bit of everything.
If I hadn't already bought the regular one, I'd probably be up for one of these, because even if you sell on one of the sculpts, and you'd get a bit, because someone would want to buy that piece of shit with the gritty teeth. So you get 50 quid back off of that.
The problem is with fucking Sport by Inigo. Yeah, he's nailed the windswept sculpt, and he's nailed
that is a much better sculpt.
Spot on. That is a great sculpt. That one.
So if you get hold of any of these Lukes, sell off the heads and just get yourself one of those.
Yeah.
Because it will just, and I'm hoping that the hat will fit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that Endor hat fits on, then you've only got to pick up the poncho and the belt, and then
but people are going to be charging a fortune for that helmet, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Yeah, big time. You can tell when this is parted out, it's going to be just stupid money.
Yeah. The thing interesting here is we were chatting a bit about it earlier, Ian. It's like there's three lightsabers here, which is quite odd. He's got the one with the battery with the lighting attached to the arm. He's got the standard one there with the straight blade, and then the third one is the alternate version of the lightsaber used in Jedi, which you weren't aware of.
I had no fucking idea.
Read some stuff about it before. I don't know why, but a lot of the scenes, especially when he's doing the battling and stuff, the lightsaber was slightly different. So it hasn't got the copper neck, and it almost had like not like a black wash. It's like they painted it all black and then chipped it all away. So it was it's very so it's quite a nice touch actually. That
you can see it there in the box.
Yeah, they've given you both, which is quite cool.
It's the saber that he kept fucking dropping.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and chipping it. So that would have been nice if we'd got that in the regular, but obviously they fucked us over there, didn't they? And
the whole way they've gone about this just is mental.
Yeah, and then they did say that you could get there might have been an option to buy the extra stuff separately, but that's disappeared, hasn't it?
Well, when you look in the manual, it says about for the first release, there's a line in there about the hair comes off other accessories or something. Yeah. Something about it being made available, but
they're not coming.
I don't know why they still haven't got into that yet. I mean, they could really make a fortune selling clothing sets and all sorts, couldn't they?
Definitely.
Just don't seem to want to do it at all.
No. What I don't get is there's enough people recasting and knocking stuff off that if someone got hold of this set and they just cast like the hat and some of the accessories, fucking make a fortune. Yeah, they would make a fortune. But yeah, it's the way they've gone about this just does my head in. There's I know you can get them all individually. I don't know why anyone would really want the fucking weird that weird, not the poncho, the weird wrap thing. Yeah, it's in the deleted scene that probably only about fucking 5 people want. Yeah, but it just I mean that you can tell anyone who buys this to part out. Everything's going to go apart from the weird fucking wrap thing. Yeah, no one gives a shit.
No, I expect Craig will have one in a couple of days, won't he?
Oh, he'll have a full set. He'll have it. And do you know what? I'll be the first one on there going, how much is your helmet?
How much for the helmet? It'd be like 80 quid, please, mate.
Yeah. And
careful how you say that, mate.
Yeah, I've been warned about that before. How much is your helmet?
Yeah.
The boys down the docks. So anyway, enough about Luke and fucking rent boys. So we got a little update on Killmonger. So Christopher James Leddy has very kindly shared these photos of the unmasked head sculpt that is absolutely fucking destroying the back of the suit. So by the looks of it, you stick it on and it just takes that gold clean off the back. It looks like that the actual mast head has kind of, the chin area has been hollowed out a bit more to allow it to kind of sit back a bit. It's a bit shit, really. They must have known that this was going to happen.
Oh, they've done this kind of thing so many times before, though, haven't they? Like Deadpool's hands and this happened loads of times.
Yeah, and with this, it's just make the fucking hole bigger. It's simple. It's a dead easy fix. I just don't get how. I don't get. At some point, someone must have got in the factory or when they're doing R&D and put the fucking head on the body and gone, oh fuck, that's knackered now.
And the thing is, as well, is that, you know, very few people would display that with you seeing it from behind, which doesn't justify the damage, but it means that they could have made the back a little less, you know, not so good looking, but to protect the sculpt. And then obviously, you know, in 99% of people's displays, you're never going to see the back of the head anyway.
Well, to be honest, they didn't even have to do that. Just fucking cut a bit more of the chin away.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes. It's not even 10 minutes for a fucking
so it sits further back on the.
It ends up leaving a bit of taste in your mouth, doesn't it? Because you look at the figure, it costs you 200 quid. It's on the shelf, but you know, even though you can't see it, you know the back of that's fucked.
I mean, why the fuck? Like, they're so expensive now that you buy it and you think straight away, why the fuck have I got to take a Dremel to it?
Yeah.
Why have I got to fuck about and do that for something so fucking basic? It just stuff like it just pisses me off, because there's no way when that went out they didn't know about that. They had to.
Yeah.
They fucking had to. So yeah, they're dicks. They're dicks. So it's been a pretty slow week for new releases. Like up until this morning, we only had that Killmonger. There was nothing else. So yeah, it's slow, but we've had a good couple of weeks with upcoming releases. So we've got the Dork Toys mask. Now I really like to look at this.
Oh, I've got the Asmus one, you know, and it's. I'm tempted to sell it and get an order of this, but this is isn't it about a year away? This.
Yeah, and things I've never heard of this company.
No.
And if I had the Asmus one, I'd be holding on to it until nearer the time, because there's a couple of companies that have been about the last few years that put up a picture like this and it looks a dog's bollocks, and it doesn't arrive.
It's a recast.
See, I think it is, but I fuck knows what of. I know there was a really good custom mask a while ago that came with the dog head. And a load of accessories like that.
I'm sure it's this. I'm sure it's the same one, you know. But usually when someone like this comes out and it's a recast of a you know, expensive custom from the past, so at least one person says, "Oh, that's recasting someone," and there's a big argument about recasts and
shut up, Odell.
Yeah, it's always it is usually Odell, but there's plenty of people who will come out with it like.
This has kind of flown under the radar a bit with that. I don't know a lot of people that have collared that it is, so I'm not sure.
But it looks great though. It really does, and it's making me question which one I'd rather have.
Yeah, I think we got Odell in the chat. Is that him?
Is he? That probably is.
Yeah, there we are. All right. Yeah.
He's always a good contributor to the group. So like,
that's
Yeah,
no hard feelings, Odell. I hate the film, so I've got no interest in it whatsoever.
How the fuck can you hate the mask? Do you not have a childhood?
I'm older than you guys, aren't I?
Not by much.
Nah.
I've had a hard life, Pete.
Yeah.
Fucking say to me.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan.
Oh, fucking, you're such a prick. Such a good film. I don't know why you wouldn't like it.
You know what, I actually watched it recently because I hadn't seen it in.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, it still holds up. I mean, it's. I don't know. Watch it for Cameron Diaz alone is worth it, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Definitely. Yeah, fucking drink her bath water. Then the next one that came out was this Quasimodo figure.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the bullet head Miss Stacy from and TNS has it for 114 quid, and it's due Q1/Q2. I like it, apart from the unmasked sculpt that looks.
It's a shocker that, and
fucking weird. Like
there is a sculpt coming out from the guys were talking about it on the Collecting Weekly podcast.
Is it Young Rich or Rich Young?
Yeah,
the one that's doing the Spideys that we've had to look at.
It's a much better sculpt. I mean, but this is horrendous.
Yeah, it ain't great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think if you took away the shitty quasi sculpt, the rest of it looks fine. Like I don't mind the rest of it.
Figure's great. Yeah, figure's really nice.
It's just to get it, take the head off and just fucking throw it away, so no one can find it, and you've got yourself an alright figure.
It even comes with a nice, the handset's good. It's not just a generic set of hands. They've gone to the level of making proper Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, Spider-Gwen hands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they could have been cheeky and just fucking given us the same old shit, just normal fist, flat and
relaxed hand, all that shit. But you've actually got some decent hands there. So
it's interesting that we've suddenly got all these Spider-Verse figures coming out from different companies. Do you think it's anything to do with the fact that they were waiting for the announcement of the sequel?
Yeah, well, I think the first film's just been really successful, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
it was about a year ago, wasn't it? It came out quite a while ago. I'm just saying.
About that.
The timing of these figures is sort of coincided with them, and announcing the sequel.
I'd say so. I think you're spot on there. Yeah, but it's begot its own cult status now, hasn't it?
And obviously the fact that they've announced the sequel is going to drive sales for these really well for the.
Oh, massively.
Yeah.
People are going to be all over these.
Definitely.
Yeah. So while we're on the Spider-Man theme, we got the Young Rich Spider-Verse Peter Parker, and this is the hobo version, and that's going to set you back 150 quid, and that's on HK Wonderland, and that's including standard shipping, so that's 150 all in. And then you've got the Fat Spider-Man version, and that's 150 as well. So I really like these. Apart from the one thing I can't take my fucking eyes off is the ankles on the hobo version, because they've used standard legs with massive ankle extenders. It just looks
I
weird.
noticed that. That doesn't look
really skinny.
Yeah, so you can thank me for that when you see a close up of it.
I think when you have that in hand, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think if you could swap the body and sort the ankles out, it would be really good.
Speaking of bodies, though, I think what they've done with they've given them like the fat stomach and all that. I think the attention to detail there is fantastic. It really is good.
Yeah. I like these. I think given the choice, I'd probably get the hobo version and fix the ankles.
Yeah.
There's just something about the other version that I'm not quite. Yeah, I don't know.
And the burger and the drink look great. They look fantastic with Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean, all the accessories on there look really good.
Yeah,
I think. I think if they did an alternative Peter Parker, the one that died at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
If they gave us
spoiler alert.
Fuck, it's like a year. It's like a year old.
I'm joking.
Yeah. But if you haven't seen it, then sorry about that. But yeah, you should have fucking seen it by now. It's your own fault.
Yeah.
I think if you got him, I think that would look really good.
Yeah. I want the Spider Pig.
Yeah. Yeah, I want all of them. I think they're going to go through until someone tells them to pack it in and stop.
That noir one would sell massively. I think the Spider-Man noir. And then you got that big fucking mech thing, haven't you, as well? The Japanese one.
That's it. Yeah. Which one was? Yeah, because Nicolas Cage was the noir one, wasn't he?
Was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He voiced it.
Right.
But yeah, I think these are probably going to be. Yeah, if I can get these, and they've got the Miles Morales version as well.
Yeah.
So if I could get one of these, a Spider-Gwen and a Miles, I think that would do me. That would do me nicely.
Sony just don't want to do figures, do they? Really?
No,
They're not interested. You know, no Venom figures, no non-official ones anyway. They're just not bothered.
No.
No, they don't give a shit. Do
And
they?
does this company have any? So we heard of this before. Have they put anything out before that?
No.
Or this is like their kind of launch.
Yeah, and to be fair, they picked a good fucking range to
They
start off.
they look great as well. I mean, if they can deliver on these protos, then they could be a one to watch for.
I'm just hoping, because looking at those photos, they look very heavily edited. So I'm hoping that we don't get like a load of Spider-Gwen type fucking monstrosities.
Yeah.
And they do actually manage to nail it, because I'll be so fucking disappointed if they turn out to be shit. And on the other hand, if they turn out to be really fucking good luck getting one of the cunts for 150 quid.
Yeah.
People fucking selling them for 300-400.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
I think if you have the whole set, if they do release all the characters, you have the whole set, they'll look so good on the shelf if they turn out this well.
Yeah, definitely. It's something a bit different as well. So, yeah, they would look good. So while we're on the Spider-Man kind of train, the negative suit Spider-Man has been announced as well. I like it, but
is that from the game?
Yeah, it's another suit from the game.
Okay.
So I think at the moment they're kind of going to be caning this.
There's about 50. There's about 50 suits in the game. Isn't it? So they've got plenty more to go up.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there's some really good suits. I just don't quite get why they went for this one next. But then, as I said with Deadpool, it's a suit repaint all day long. It's a suit repaint.
I actually need to backtrack. I need to backtrack on what I said a minute ago, because Sony do like making figures, but only from this game.
Yeah. True. Yeah, I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, this seems to be the only thing that they want to make any figures out of.
Well, and it's their new Iron Man, isn't it? They can just trot out figure after figure after figure.
The thing is that the price on this one as well is a bit sketchy. So for a second batch, it's going to cost you 277 plus shipping. But day one, first batch, 327. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
no chance.
I really love the game in this suit.
I mean, I really like the normal advanced suit. I want one of them. They look great, but this, it's an easy pass for me. Easy.
The no-brainer one they need to do is you can actually, I think, is it the Tobey Maguire suit you can wear in the game? The classic one. And it looks great on that body. If they release that, people will be falling over themselves.
The only thing is, though, I can't see them doing that, because
if they did,
I'd be amazing if they did. It would be the bollocks if they did. But it's because you've got the licensing stuff for the Spider-Man 3 film. I don't think they're ever going to do it. If they did, I'd be the fucking happiest person in the world, and I'd be pre-ordering that straight away. But I'd love it.
We've never had the closest thing we've had to a proper comic accurate Spidey is the ASM2 Spidey Hot Toys, but that's got issues with it. We need a more up to date Spidey body, etc.
I've been dying to get my hands on one of them for years, but I'm not paying the fucking stupid price they go for. Solely because I want to paint it black. I want to do a black suit Spider-Man version of one of those, but I cannot justify spending the amounts people want for it. I think the cheapest I saw, they have those 180 quid. I was like, you're on a fucking planet, mate. I'm not spending that for that.
That's the only Spidey I've got.
Yeah, I've got the Homecoming one. That's the only one I need.
I used to have the black suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3, and that was good, but I didn't like the way they did the sleeves. So the sleeves were kind of independent from they weren't attached to the wrists. So it was like he was just wearing a big T-shirt. So over the years, when people are like posing it, he ended up with these really baggy sleeves.
Yeah.
So I moved it on. I kind of tightened them up a bit, but it's one of those figures I wanted for ages. And the moment I got it just went, oh, fuck this. I don't like it. I moved it on.
No. So
it kind of happens a fair bit. This one's quite good though. If you've got spare money. So Jazz Inc., the beautiful man he is. I don't know. He must not sleep. He just someone puts a comment on something. Can Jazz Inc. do this? And he's like, of course I can, and then fucking makes it. So he's doing the 1989 Batwing. It's fucking massive. It's limited to 12 pieces, and it's going to cost you a fucking lot of money. Converting it over, it's £1,552. Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's fucking divorce territory right there.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
You just know it's good. I mean, they'll probably fly, knowing the detail he puts into it, things like this.
Yeah,
but
It comes with
some amazing stuff.
Yeah. His stuff is brilliant. The Batmobile he does looks great. I'm liking the speeders that he's put out. His dioramas are great. And he's very accommodating. So you only need to so much as mention in a comment section somewhere, oh, I wonder if anyone can make this, and then like fucking next week, I'm now making a fucking 1/6 scale.
I know. He must have staff like working for him.
It's his dad, isn't it?
Him and his dad.
It can't just be him and his dad. I mean, if you've seen his gaff, his factory, he's got.
I saw the pallet photo the other day.
Yeah,
I think. So I think he's probably got a business and he does this on the side.
He must have, because that is huge. It's like a warehouse.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But the stuff he knocks out is, because he's done that Hoth.
That looks beautiful.
Corridor and that as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Suddenly everyone wants an episode. Empire Strikes Back later all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So his stuff's great, but this is too rich for me.
Did you see?
You know what though?
Sorry, come on.
No, I was going to say, if he did this in 112, I think he sell loads of them.
Yeah.
People were asking him the other day about doing a 112 BVS Batmobile, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it. If there's enough people, I'll do it in 112." And then I started saying, "Well, you probably sell a lot of stuff, a lot of vehicles in 112 because people will. It's a great time."
I think
he started doing that with the Dios. Originally, they were all 1/6, and then he started getting a few requests, and then he started shrinking them down. So he does do 112 stuff.
So I think the issue is like something like this is very much going to be bought by Americans who've got the space. They've got these, they keep posting these lovely pictures of their basements that are their man caves, and they could have that on the wall. But in this country, we just don't have the space for things like that.
No,
I can't imagine what the shipping from Holland to America is though. For one of them.
Yeah.
The only fucker with a big enough basement in the whole of Europe is probably fucking Fritzl. He's the only one who can accommodate it.
Beautiful.
No one else can.
I'm not sure he lives there anymore.
No. He's got slightly smaller digs.
Yeah. We were talking about the land speeder, and you see, I got a guy on Facebook to put the Luke and Obi-Wan next to each other in it, and they do fit. It's snug, but they fit.
I did think it was odd that a lot of people were posting photos of Luke and everyone outside of it. No one had really sat in there.
Well, he didn't have them in it, so I said, "Oh, do you mind sticking them in it?" And you see, I've commented on his post on Facebook. But it does look a little snug, but it's okay. It works. I did toy with buying one, but I got nowhere to put it, so I quickly.
You'd have to hang this from your ceiling, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, amazing.
It'd be good.
Well, no, what you need is a circular light on the wall with that, in the silhouette.
Yeah,
that'd look amazing.
Do that moonshot when it.
That's it. Yeah. That'd look incredible.
Anyway, we'll just carry on dreaming, shall we?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So Odell's back for comment. I've no idea what that means.
I think it says pass, as in he doesn't really want it. So
okay.
Fair enough. Yep. Yeah, I can see why it's too fucking big. So and then they show us some production shots of the quarter scale Mark III.
Looks
stunning. I haven't got a price on this because it's going to cost a fucking fortune.
Yeah,
but it looks really good. I
think this would be the one to get.
Yeah, and there's a little story about this that we've got later on from Shenanigans. Someone has fucked right up today, and it's a brilliant little tale. But I'll save that for later. But this is. I'm very impressed with this.
Yeah, it looks brilliant. Brilliant.
I'm not normally into quarter scale in the slightest.
No,
but this I'm tempted.
I've only got one quarter scale Batman, and that's it.
Which one you got, Steve?
The Arkham Knight NECA one. There's nothing special, but
okay, yeah. Well, at least they're affordable.
Yeah. But this thing, I would love this. I really would love this.
Yeah.
I just haven't got space.
I mean, what is it? 600-700 if retail?
Yeah, oh yeah, it will be. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The only one I've got is my indie premium format. It'd be nice to have some. I mean, I'd love this. I'd love the Vader. But it's space, it's money, you know.
The Vader looks mental.
Yeah.
I really like. I wasn't that keen on getting a quarter scale Vader until I started seeing some of the photos, and it's the bollocks, mate.
Yeah,
it's the definitive kind. It's probably the best off the shelf Vader you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love it. And
I mean, the only good thing is hopefully they shrink all that down and give us a 1/6 Jedi Vader.
Of course they won't. That would be way too easy.
Yeah,
of course they won't.
They will. They will. They can't help themselves.
I bet they won't. Because with Hot Toys, if you think it's sensible and you think that's what they're going to do, they kind of go, well, fuck that. We're not doing that. So I guarantee, they'll end up giving us some fucking obtuse character no cunt's ever heard of, but you won't get a decent.
Where's my Winnie the Pooh and Piglet?
Oh, you can fuck off. No one wants Winnie the Pooh fucking Piglet. That's literally that's what makes me laugh. Occasionally, they suddenly go, "Oh, well, you all want a Return of the Jedi Vader. Well, you're not getting it. You can have fucking Winnie the Pooh."
Yeah.
No, or Belle. The fuck wants Belle?
Yeah.
Like, no, fucking knobheads. Right. So now, did you see the new Mandalorian trailer?
I did.
What do you think?
I can't wait to find the pirating site on.
Yeah.
Is it Monday?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
They have dropped the bollock on this one big time.
Massively. Like,
so annoying.
So they announced that Disney Plus was going to come to the UK on the 31st of March. So we've got fucking. I know exactly. That's exactly what I did. As soon as I read it, I was like, "Fuck off!" Like I'm not having, and I've said it before, I'm not fucking having this sport for me, because the moment that fucker drops on Disney Plus, that's all Facebook's going to be about.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not having it fucking ruined. By the time it gets to March, anyone who hasn't pirated it is going to know everything that's going to happen. Yeah. Every single bit, every character, every plot twist, everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's meant to be a big Star Wars-y type spoiler in the very first episode.
Yeah, so
what the hell that is, I don't know, but apparently you need to watch the first episode the moment it drops, otherwise you're going to have you're going to have the whole universe will be ruined for you.
Yeah, it's just.
I don't know what it's going to be. Probably Han Solo's not actually dead or something.
Oh, it'd be something fucking massive.
But how can they? If that's the case, how can they not make this a worldwide? What technically is stopping them from making it a worldwide release?
I think it's to do with Netflix and the Disney rights, because I think in the UK Netflix have the rights.
So they've still got existing
stream. Yeah, so I think that probably comes to an end, and then that's when they were going to release it.
I think it's Sky as well, isn't it? Because Sky are really, they've got a big deal with Disney on at the moment. I can see Sky going to do a deal with Disney on this as well, because they've done a massive deal with Netflix.
But then who's had all the rights to the Disney stuff in the States up until now?
Fuck knows, probably Disney themselves, because Disney in the States have always had a streaming service. It's not been that popular. Yeah, I think they have some kind of service.
It's a completely different landscape over in the States compared to here, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've only really got 2 streaming services, either Amazon or Netflix. That's it. We've got about 12 over there.
Yeah. You've got fuck all choice over here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 2 things are going to happen on Monday. Either suddenly most of the UK are going to start operating a VPN, or people are just going to start, like, Kodi downloads are going to go through the roof.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
And obviously, you know, we hoped that maybe Netflix might pick it up, but it's just too late for that to be a reality now, isn't it? So
I just, it's like I say, they've dropped such a huge bollock. And the funny thing was, when I went on the comments of the post that Disney put up to say, oh, on the 31st of March, you can have what the fucking rest of the world's had for 4 months.
Yeah.
They were just getting absolutely rinsed. Everyone going, well, like, fuck it, I would have seen all the Mandalorian by then. I won't be interested.
Yeah, so, what are you going to offer me then to make me sign up? It
wouldn't surprise me if if they don't have as high a take up here as they do in America. So I think because of everyone streaming it illegally.
It's being sold on this show, isn't it? I mean, that is going to be the majority of people that sign up to this immediately want to see this show.
100%.
Obviously, it's going to be all the Marvel shows as well. But I mean, for the show itself, I mean, for me, this looks like proper Star Wars. And my two favorite films out of all the recent ones is Rogue One and Solo, because they both feel like proper Star Wars. The new trilogy just doesn't feel like proper Star Wars. You know, so this is that's why I'm looking forward to this.
These have definitely got the old school Star Wars feel to them.
Yeah, you'll be transported back to that. The early '80s when that sort of magic of when they brought it out.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm probably looking forward to streaming this on Monday.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck Disney.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then back onto the Spider-Man stuff. So, as we said, 2022, we are looking at a new Into the Spider-Verse film. So, I'm hoping we get a shit ton of new characters. I'm looking forward to this. But 2022 seems like quite a way off.
Yeah.
They've obviously only just made the decision to make it, haven't they? But
do you know, it wouldn't surprise me if this ties in with the whole Marvel Sony shenanigans that was going on. Because if they signed up to have Spider-Man with Marvel Studios for another 2 years, it would kind of tie in with this. That might be why they can't release it till 2022.
Well, because they've also said that they want to make a third Venom film which crosses over with the MCU Spidey, haven't they? So
I don't know how they do that though. Because what's going to make him suddenly hate Peter Parker?
I know, because he should have been in the first film. Never mind the third one. But
when's the second one coming?
Next year, is it?
Okay, I think so.
I'm sure it's next year, and then the third one will be 23, I guess, or 22, something like that. Anyway, who knows what deal they've done, but I think this would be great. Again, I think it'd be really good. The first one was solid. You know, people rave about it being the best Spider-Man film ever. I'm not sure that. I still think Spider-Man.
And to be honest, I think the time scale, these fully rendered animated movies do take a long time. It's just normally you don't necessarily know the gestation period. Like here, they've announced it, and you think, oh, that's 3 years off. But Lion King was 5 years to do the recent one.
True.
So, it's not
true. And like we said, the first one's already quite old now, so they've had a bit of time to already be working on it. So true. Cool. So that was. I haven't really been watching much of anything else. Have you guys been anything good?
Oh,
go on, Steve. I've seen Dark Fate on the other week. Obviously seen the new Joker film as well. But Dark Fate. Have either of you guys seen Dark Fate yet?
No, I haven't. Was it any good?
Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, it's really hard to talk about without giving stuff away. But I think when I posted online as soon as I'd seen it, it's the third best film after the first two.
Okay. Which is what they were aiming for, really. Wipe out the rest of what went on. Yeah,
but there's a huge gap still between it and T2 and T1, though. The only thing I would say, it's very much The Force Awakens and any other film where they tried to bring the old characters and mix it in with some new characters, and it's not the film series you remember, but it's still actually quite a good film.
So how was Arnie in it? Was he good?
He is. Yeah, he's good. Linda Hamilton stole the show, though. Linda Hamilton was fantastic. But there's just elements of it that just don't work, and they've reinvented a bit too much. It is a reboot. I don't want to say too much more because I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't seen it. But it's well worth watching. I saw it in that 4DX cinema. Where we get sprayed. It's like sitting on a roller coaster for 2.5 hours.
I saw
the Star Wars film.
Have you been to one? We went to. We saw the first Harry Potter film. They did it recently in that. Yeah, it was brilliant. You got the wind and the water and I didn't expect the seats to move as much as they do.
So I I watched the last 2 Star Wars films in 4DX back to back when the last one came out.
Ah, cool.
And they are made for Star Wars. They are fantastic. Like you
know
say,
what?
you get all the space battles and all of that. Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say they're also made for Terminator because when there's a lot of action in this new film, and it got to the point where I was like, "Can you just turn the seats off, please?" Because it's a bit too.
It's too much because they've almost got their own sub in each seat, haven't they? And
I mean, you get mist and all sorts, and
really and lightning, and it's brilliant. I'm seeing an interesting. I'm actually seeing the new Le Mans '66 film that's out. Well, I was going to take my dad to see it, and the only one that kind of fits in with the time we can both do was the 4DX one, and I was like, I don't know, it'd be a bit odd, but it'd be fun.
That should be pretty good in 4DX.
When they're driving around the track and stuff, it'd be really good.
Yeah, I think it'd be well suited to that. Definitely.
Yeah. So obviously with like quieter bits where there's dialogue and stuff like that, but I think the stuff in the in the races would be really good.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good. It'll work. It should work out. Cool.
I actually watched Joker and Dark Fate back to back in the cinema as well in the same night.
Cool.
I had a 5-minute gap in between, so that was like 4.5, 5 hours of movies.
Blimey.
2 really good movies actually back to back.
Did you like Joker, Steve? Because we've talked about it, Zine, and we sort of both thought it was brilliant, didn't we?
It was fantastic. There's no way they're not going to make a sequel. They've left it right open for another one.
Now it's made so much they're never not going to.
Difficult to see how they're going to tie it into a Batman series, but it was very, very good. I really enjoyed it.
I reckon they leave it completely separate. They won't tie it into anything. I reckon they leave it as a completely separate run of films. Nothing to do with the sparkly Patterson Batman. It'd just be on its own. I think that's the only way they can do it. There's no point introducing Batman. It'd be, he was fucking like 12.
Then he'd be an old man. Joker would be an old man by the time Batman was anywhere here.
They might, if they did that, they might as well set it on a council estate and just had a teenager kicking the shit out of a pensioner. Because that's what it'll be. It won't make any sense. Cool. So group shenanigans. There's been some good ones this week. So as Pete's slide clearly shows, we got Smashed Up Grievous. So this I was thinking we weren't going to have anything for group shenanigans this week because it had been really quiet. And then all of a sudden loads started coming up, and I was thinking, okay, fine, we've actually got something to talk about now,
including today as well.
Today's the best one. I can't fucking wait for that.
This guy's carpet, though. I mean, look. I'm more worried about his carpet than what he's
So for everyone listening, we've got a lovely picture of a smashed up little Grievous laying on what we assume is carpet. It could just be a mass of dog hair.
Do we know which figure this is? Is it
It's a
6-inch figure?
6-inch, I think. So this guy had posted that he had lost his temper with his figure, thrown it against the wall. And don't get me wrong, we've all had the red mist descend and fucking snap something or break something. You think, fuck it, shouldn't have done that. But what you tend not to do is post it on Facebook and then take a picture of your shitty messed up carpet. This reminds me of so many times when I see someone trying to sell something, and normally something quite large, and they lay it down on their floor and they take a picture. Normally it's the selling groups on Facebook, and it's the worst fucking carpet ever. Or it's on
their bed, or
but it's just the fact it's shitted up full of fucking dog hair, shit everywhere. It just I was tempted to tell him, pick your figure up and have a fucking Hoover. Put your toy away.
Don't worry about that.
And have a bit of a fucking clean.
Worry about the fucking disease and bacteria in your carpet, mate. Not.
I mean, you see it on the selling groups when they've, when people are selling bits of furniture, and you think, "There's no way on earth am I fucking buying that off you." I'll get a free dose of. You'll get fucking tetanus off
it doesn't make you want to, buy that figure, does it? You just.
And the thing is, this bloke's post he's not trying to sell it, but
no,
his point is that the joints are so loose and shit. But no one sees that. You just think, right, you're just a man child that's you just fucking clean up, mate. Have a clean up, for fuck's sake.
It's like the I think we talked about it on the Collecting Week or everyone about the people where the funny places that people take photos. Kitchens seem to be very popular, and people say it's because the lighting's good. And sometimes in like bathrooms, on the cistern of the toilet, and I'm thinking, really?
Oh yeah, you see that one where people get Stormtrooper, put it on their fucking toilet.
Yeah,
yeah, lovely.
No,
that's
no.
So pubes in the back.
Oh.
Yeah. You think, fuck me, someone's got some watch springs floating about the place. It's fucking horrible. But yeah, so this one just fucking tickled me.
Yeah,
because it reminded me of all those times when you see people selling stuff either covered in dust or their dog's got it shoved up their arsehole.
Yeah, your Thanos was had some free dust, didn't it?
Fuck me, that Thanos. It was almost like he'd fucking snapped and everyone had just fucking dusted on him.
Well,
the
maybe that
shoulders
was
were just
on purpose.
fucking coated in a thick layer of dust, and I was like,
and it's not like that figure's been out that long either.
No, fuck me.
How did you get it that dusty in that short space of time?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He must have had it in his bathroom as he was like getting the towel on his back, and
it had that much fucking dust on it. It looked as though Indiana Jones had dug the cunt up. It was fucking ridiculous.
So they're the only figures that look better dusty. Indy, you can't have it. Well, they're all right.
I don't know. Chuck cat hair at it, it'd be fine.
Yeah, a few cobwebs and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If it's done on purpose, but if you're just a dirty bastard, it doesn't mean you should go and buy an Indy, and that's an excuse.
No. I do remember seeing. I don't know if it was on. If you put it on the Facebook group, so it was definitely on Sideshow Freaks. Some guy that had a DX06, and it was absolutely fucking covered. It had like an inch of dust on it, and he was trying to tell people how amazing it looked.
I've seen a few posts like that when people are selling stuff, and it's just
rotten.
coated,
absolutely rotten, and it had like proper spider webs on it, and.
Oh, if you're going to sell something, please, you need to clean it first. Right? No one's going to buy that.
No, just give it a wipe. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one really made me laugh. And then the next one that got me going. And bearing in mind, this whole section isn't just taking the piss out of everyone that's online, but there's a few things. So I like it when people take their collectibles in and get them signed. So to me, someone's come in and had their 89 Batmobile signed. I like that. It's displayed. You can see it. It looks nice. 100% the way I like it done. I don't get when people get figure bases signed on the underside. So I get if you get the top done and you seal it, brilliant. That looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
But to get it on the underside, you're not going to fucking see it. I don't get the point of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's there, but no one else is going to see it. It's a bit daft, isn't it?
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's also a bit shit. He's not got the actors that played them. He's got the people that are going to voice them in a computer game. And I know Troy Baker and Nolan North are celebrities in their own right within the gaming thing, but be like, really? It's a bit.
Well, no, see, I don't mind that.
No, okay.
Like, fucking have Mickey Mouse on if you want, but just have it so someone can see it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. I mean, I like signatures and stuff. I like it, but I just why? You might as well not bother. No one's going to see it. And surely it's going to rub off as well when you move the stand about.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure, even though it's Michael Keaton signature. No, I'm still not sure I would have got him to sign the top of the.
No, me neither.
Maybe down the side or something. I just don't know.
Do you know what probably could have been what I probably would have done? Because it comes with that case.
Yeah.
That everyone just leaves in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd probably get him to sign that.
Yeah.
So you've got the case
or the seat.
Yeah.
The cockpit slides forward. Get him to sign. I don't know. It's personal preference. I probably wouldn't. I just wouldn't have got.
I wouldn't have had it there. No. No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind collectible signed, but there's just got to be somewhere where you can see it.
Yeah. So just to digress a bit, you guys seen the new Lego Batmobile they've just announced?
Oh,
yes, the UCS one. It's tempting.
It looks good. I've got no fucking nowhere to put it.
I know. I mean, no.
It's about 2 foot long, isn't it? It's about 250 quid.
They reckon they're about 220 because it's 250 euros
Okay.
to $50. And if you don't want the minifigs, you probably get 50 quid back for them. Because obviously it's not scaled. It's not scaled to the minifig. So I'd just sell them on. I mean, the Batman looks great, but I'd just sell them on. You probably get 50, 60 quid for those. The figures go. I mean, I sold off some of the Jurassic Park ones, and people pay 30, 40 quid each sometimes.
That's crazy.
If you're not going to get them if you can't get them anywhere else other than the set, people,
Yeah.
So
knock off.
I'd consider getting one because I think if you could sell the figures off, you'd probably only cost you about 150. It's a lot more justifiable then.
Wait for the loop.
It is very nice.
Sorry, Steve?
It is very nice. It's really well done.
It does look really nice. Yeah.
Wait for the knockoff looping set to come off.
Yeah.
See how that looks.
There's one out already, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it's you can get it for it's about 35 quid.
Okay. I mean, I've built a custom one that's scaled to a minifig, which is quite cool. But obviously, at that scale, it's more. The general shape is good, but it's obviously doesn't have the exact details. So I do like the look of the new one. I would be tempted.
It does look good. Very good. So this is probably my favourite thing that's happened. Well, this sounds cruel. It's not my favourite thing, but I think it's worth comment. Now, buying POs off of people. So I've bought POs off of Pete before.
I bought one off Steve before.
Yep. So we'll do it. And it's you kind of you honour the deal. You sell your PO on. It's not yours anymore. It's gone. Yeah. So this guy, Burnt Cheng, I think his name is. He sold his Mark III quarter scale Iron Man slot to Andy Pickering. And it all went fine. Everyone was happy, lovely jubbly. And then a year later, Andy gets a message to say, "Oh, here you go. Here's your 180 quid back. Sorry, I'm really sorry, but I've decided that I want to keep this."
Wanker.
Are you having a laugh?
Yeah,
that's not yours anymore.
No.
Not yours at all. And
but
then
it's when you don't actually change the name and the details with the company you've ordered it with.
So apparently what he did, Andy then messaged KG Hobby, which is where the pre-order was meant to be with. While he was waiting for the response, this Bert Chang fella turned around and went, it's nothing to do with KG Hobby. They were just helping me with shipping. It was a direct order with Secret Base. But all the screen grabs and everything that Andy supplied were it was KG Hobby.
Yeah.
It then transpires. So Andy's put this post up on this 1/6 scale verification page, which is a brilliant page because anytime any kind of anything untoward happens, people post it up and it has transparency. You can see who's dodgy, who's not. And the good thing about this is they don't let you post unless you've got evidence. If you haven't got evidence, your post gets removed because it's just hearsay. So it's a really good group. So he said, "Yep, this is between." KG Hobby have turned around and said, So he's turned around and said, "It was with KG Hobby, and yep, here's your money back. I'm keeping it after a year." So Andy's then reached out to KJ Hobby, and in the meantime, it's all kicked off. So what's ended up happening is Andy's now got his slot back because of the massive amount of pressure that this post put on the fella. And then it turns out he didn't actually. He did order it through KJ Hobby. It wasn't a direct purchase. And when Andy reached out to KG Hobby, the fella there was like, he made it appear as though you were both happy with the situation and that he was going to take it back. So effectively this kind of shit means that it could have given KG Hobby a shit reputation. You just don't fucking do it. He's seen the promo pictures and he's seen the pictures for it and gone, "Oh shit, I've made a mistake here."
Yeah, I want to.
And then just thought he could refund him.
Yeah.
I want to know what we were talking. we were talking about it before, weren't we? You know, you order something, you're not knowing how it's going to turn out, and then sometimes you regret not ordering it, and you know, you end up just ordering everything because you're not sure.
But you don't fuck about like this. This is just
what an idiot.
I mean, I don't normally call people out, but this was so bad that you know, just
I'd be very reluctant to buy a PO off anyone I didn't know really well in the hobby.
Well, the thing is with this though, because he then reached out to KG Hobby and said, "Okay, I'm buying this fella's slot off me," and they both confirmed. It was fine. It was transferred over to Andy.
Right.
Yeah. So as long as you can, as long as you've got confirmation from the third party before you send any money over, that this is that.
Well, that's the thing. At which point, you know, you've got to do you trust they're going to do that before you send the money, or you know, because they might not want to do that until they've had the money, and it's all a bit. You know.
But if you're then to say for argument's sake, Steve's a shop, and we've sorted out that I'm going to buy it off of you.
Yeah.
As soon I'd be contacting Steve before we've made the deal.
Yeah.
To see if that's possible.
Yeah.
And then after with screenshots to show, look, I've paid it. I've done all that.
Yeah, because I've done that with Aaron.
Yeah.
I've sold off, you know, it's all worked out fine.
I think you just have to kind of be a bit sensible and follow it up. But you can't just after a year, can't turn around and go, actually, I want it back. Here's your money. My sincerest apologies. Like, fuck off. Like, that's not yours anymore.
No,
go order one somewhere else.
I want to know what Nick Fear did. Is he like the equalizer? Because everyone's going, mate? What did he do?
Well, he came in and effectively called Bert out and said, right, well, now all this shit's gone on, you're going to do the right thing and give him back his slot. And then he was no, I am, and I'm going to refund him. So he literally, Nick came in and was like, oi, don't fuck about.
Yeah.
And he's gone, oh, sorry, very sorry. And then
so he is the equalizer. That's great.
He is. He's fucking bursting like a fucking wrecking ball, sorted it right out.
Brilliant.
The thing is, though, this guy's now been kicked from several groups.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get back in because he's just been himself quite dodgy.
No. And one of the comments was from James Irwin as well, who said, oh, he's a time waster. So he's obviously mucked him about when he was doing the pre-orders and stuff. So what a way to just decimate your reputation in the space of a couple of hours. But
I've got a funny story about the you mentioned about the PO you ordered off us,
which is the Civil War Mark 46 Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what it was. We bought the 46. But it was too late for me to get the PO shipped to Pete, so it came to me first.
Yeah,
and then I had to forward it on. But it gets to Pete, and Pete messaged me and says, "Steve, this thing's covered in dog shit."
What?
the courier had like must have dropped it in a big fucking dog shit on Pete.
No, it wasn't that. That was the roadblock you sent me. You sold
was it
me.
the roadblock? Oh, well, whatever.
Roadblock.
I thought it was that figure, but anyway, it was his stuff. It was something I sent you.
Yeah, it was the road. It was disgusting. Yeah.
Fuck me.
I ended up putting a claim in.
They gave it all back, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they gave us the money back. So
Pete split the money. So it was funny.
In there.
Yeah, it was disgusting because my other half took it in and she's like, she smelt it. She's like, that's shit on there.
Yeah,
and it was because
the courier and everything.
That's funny. Yeah, because the 46. No, that came that you did switch the PO because that got caught in customs, didn't it? And I was shitting it, thinking because that was like 320 quid at the time. And I said, I'm going to get raped here, but I think it came through at 15 quid, and I was like, whoa, I've had a touch there. I mean, fuck that's how they came up.
How the fuck do you get charged 15 quid?
I know.
You get charged 35 for fucking Deadpool.
I couldn't believe it, but I was like, oh,
Jimmy bastard.
Man, I think they'd marked it down. It was TNS. They marked it like $20.
Yeah, but I do not own it anymore. I don't own it anymore. I moved it on. I've got the concept one now because I just really like the colours on that one.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't the courier charge was more than the customs.
Yeah, it was.
I've had that a few times where you think, for fuck's sake, it's like a $5 customs, and they're like, we're going to charge you fucking 15 quid to see
it was just bizarre, but very, very lucky. But
fucking wankers.
Yeah.
Bastards. Yeah. It's a fucking parcel telling the dog shit. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. So yeah, I think we should leave this fucking burnt butthole guy alone.
But the thing is, though, we all know that reputation in this community is massive, and it's even more so. It gets more and more so because so many people that are fucking people over. If you've got a good reputation, people know that they can buy and sell to you, and they're not going to get fucked about. And it counts for a lot.
Yeah, and that's when we're going about reputation. That's why, like, when I paint something for someone, I say, right, you do not give me any money until you're 100% happy with the photos and everything I send you. Because the last thing in the world I want is to ship something to someone. They go, "Oh, this is a piece of shit. He's like, it's a fucking paint by numbers," and then fucking cut me off everywhere.
Yeah,
and then that's it. That's my reputation absolutely shot, and no one wants to buy anything off me. Like, reputation. I mean, I had it similar where. Do you remember when Krennic was announced?
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing. Someone sent me a one of those Disney Krennics to paint.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and I was about halfway through it, and then he just disappeared, and I was thinking, the fuck? And I think I asked Pete and Dave to have a search for him, and he was still on the groups posting. He blocked me when the new Krennic had come out. Instead of turning around and going, "Oh, do us a favour.
Really sorry,
I don't really want it anymore.
I'll
settle up for the time you've taken or whatever. But I don't. I'm going to go for that one." He just straight out blocked me. Now, my problem with that is that you're not just wasting my time, but if someone else messages me and goes, "I want something painted. What's the timescales?" I factor in finishing that one off. So I'll go, it'd be 2-3 months, and they might go, "Oh, okay, well, no, it's a bit too long for me, go off somewhere else." So, you have a knock-on effect on different people. Like, I could be doing the next sculpt I've got in the queue.
Yeah.
So I got the ump of it.
Yeah.
And I put a post up to say, first of all, anything like that. So I've done it with a couple of people where if they just suddenly, I'm doing stuff from, because one of the beautiful things about taking payment once it's finished is if they turn around and don't pay me, I keep their stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've had it a couple of times where they've obviously run out of money, or that's it, they're done. So I just sell it on and get my money back. But I message around the other painters and stuff I know, and just go, "Look, just so you're aware, if this guy comes,
don't accept any stuff from him." Yeah.
Well, it's just to give him a heads up. Before. But
I think the issue you probably had there is that whole figure probably cost him 20 quid, 30 quid. So he's not given a shit. Whereas if you've got an Inigo and the sculpts cost you 120 quid, you're not going to walk away from that because you know that the painter's going to keep it. And,
exactly. So I chucked this post up and went, right, just be careful if this guy friend's dealing with him. He will just block you and back out. Within about 5 minutes, he unblocked me and I got a message. "Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you take the post down? Oh, I'm really, really sorry. Can you take it down?" And he said, "I'll pay you for your time." I said, "No, all I needed was a message to say, I just don't want to continue anymore." Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So I let him off, deleted it all. And then about a week later, there's still one of the posts floating around. Can you delete it? It's just I'm a school teacher and I don't want any of the kids to see it. And I'm like, "Mate, I've deleted them all. I've fucking no idea where this post is."
Yeah. But why have you got your pupils on your friends list, or why the fuck are they in like a 1/6
Well,
scale?
it doesn't work like that. If you search for someone's name, it will come up with posts and stuff that they've been mentioned in.
Okay.
So me cutting them off probably didn't do the best. It wasn't probably the best thing in the world for him.
Yeah.
But I just thought, you dick.
No, you got to call people out because it's not fair. This is people's time and money and effort, and
Well, that's the thing. It's the reputational side of things, like we just said.
It's worth a lot. Yeah. You don't fuck about.
Yeah, sometimes it's worth more than the money, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You'd rather have that.
Yeah.
So talking of customs and shit like that, it brings us on to Custom Corner.
Oh, we'll read that back.
There you go. Pete fucks up the slide again.
I know.
Naughty Pete.
I just didn't put one in for this.
You've ruined the big reveal.
Oh, what's going on now?
So this bit I read it out, so we don't sound like we're a bunch of rank amateurs. Or I might leave it in. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
I've just got a blank page.
There we go.
There
a
we
blank
go,
page. There you go. That'll do, Pete. That'll do. So, Custom Corner. This is the blackest black that had ever graced Blackingdom. So, if you listen regularly to the Far More Professional Collecting Weekly podcast, you'll know that Zach has a thing for the blackest black. It's apparently some specially formulated paint that absorbs like 99% of fucking light. It's like looking into a black hole.
And is it on V3 now?
Yes, there's three different versions of this supposed blackest of black paint.
When black is not black enough.
No, exactly. Well, once you go black, you never go back.
Exactly.
So apparently this is the dog's bollocks. It's the best paint ever. So it kept coming up on my Facebook feed. I must have searched for it when Zach was on about it. And I thought, do you know what? I've got a Batman. I've got another Arkham Bats I'm doing. I've got some regular black for that. And I've got my Arkham Bats that I might try and use that as my go-to kind of paint. But again, no one likes to fucking ship anything to me. I bought it about a week ago now and it's still not arrived. So once that arrives, my Batman's going to get an overhaul. So
what's the plan then? You're going to paint him more black?
So the idea is that this is like the blackest, mattest black known to man. And
will it not just completely wipe out any detail because it will just suck in?
There's not much detail on a cow, to be fair.
Oh, just the cow, not the whole.
So I do the cow, the gauntlets,
right?
Gloves, because they are quite black in the film. In the game. And I figure I'll give that a go, see what that looks like. If I don't like it, I can always paint it again. That's it for Custom Corner. I haven't noticed anything else being announced. I haven't seen anything else. What about you guys? Has you noticed anything? I haven't.
What's that in terms of
customs? Anything
new stuff? Well, I know Steve's working on a couple, so tell us about those, Steve.
Yeah, well, I mean, I mentioned before I'm building up my Stallone and Arnie bits and pieces. I've got that. The caustic projects that are going on at the moment. So I've got the Conan figure, Dario and Inigo, and I've got the Stallone and Rocky.
What's your thoughts on that? It's the new one, with the head sculpt as well. What do you think? What do you make of it?
Yeah, no, it's a really nice set, to be honest. It whacked on a Fighting M35.
Yeah,
it's really, really nice. Yeah, it's a really good quality set.
Yeah, because I've got the original set for my Conan, and I really like it. I think.
It's nice with the Inigo sculpt, and then obviously he's done the Stallone Rocky sculpts now, hasn't he? And so I've got the tracksuit version on order.
Okay. Cool.
But then I've got the Stallone Dread figure. And then I'm just finishing a Rambo 3 figure I'm putting together from all various parts. Rambo 3, even though the first Rambo film is by far the best, I just have a soft spot for the third film and the look.
Yeah, the look of it. Yeah,
he looks better in the third one.
Yeah, that's a classic Rambo look, isn't it? And
so
then
which sculpt you using for that, Steve? Is it just a custom one?
It's the Supreme one from 1/6 kit.
Okay,
it's probably the best one you can get. It's still not the perfect look for him, looks wise, likeness wise, but it's as close as you're going to get. And then I've got in the Stallone Dread figure, I've got the actual figure with the helmet on, but you get an unmasked sculpt as well.
Right. Okay.
And so I'm using that to build the John Spartan from Demolition Man.
I was about to ask if you were doing him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm about 80% through on him, and I've got that'll be 4 Stallone figures, and then I'm looking to probably get 4 or 5 of them.
Have you got either the Expendables figures?
I haven't actually, no, and I'm not a massive fan of the Expendables films.
No, I'm not either. I did own one of them, but I moved him on quite quickly. But the sculpt was quite good. I think the second one I had for a little while. But
I mentioned I'm also a massive Kurt fan. I think I'd love to do a Tango and Cash. Double T. It's one of them guilty pleasure films. I just love to watch it, but something just a bit different. I always like having some things like that.
Yeah, Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then I'm just starting my Dutch custom as well, so I've only just started gathering parts for that.
Yeah, so you using that? I think you showed me a picture of the. Are you going with that sculpt you saw on eBay?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So it's a recast of the Hot Toys one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, it looks. I mean, because I just recently did the mud Dutch, and I think the head sculpt on that is a recast of one of the T2 ones.
Yeah, it looked like
yeah.
Terminator 2 one.
It's not bad at all.
There's loads of choice when it comes to Arnie sculpts. So the only thing they haven't done yet is the one with the side parting, because there's quite a lot of films where you have
well, that's the thing that's held me off from. I'd love to do a Running Man, and you said you could still, I had a look. You still obviously get the costume,
yeah.
But I'm not a massive fan of that sculpt.
No, it's not the best.
No,
even when Ian's repainted it, it's still not the best sculpt.
No,
it's a bit small.
But, yeah, I really want to do a True Lies Arnie, in the tuxedo.
Yeah,
I really want to do that, but again, you can't get a sculpt the side part.
No, I've done one, but he's obviously got the sort of the flat top kind of thing.
Yeah, Terminator hair.
But yeah, I mean, I suppose if you're good enough, you could take the hair off and sculpt a side part. But yeah, it would be great to have one. Give you a lot more options.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, because if there was a good side part in sculpt, then I would definitely have a Running Man. But I think that's what's held me back on that one for now.
Yeah, look, Zach's here. Switch to 3-camera view. No sliders up. We know there's no slide. You're obviously not paying attention, Zach.
No. This is how we roll.
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
We own our fuck ups and we put them massively on the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works.
Yeah, myself, I've only got the Bishop, so I'm waiting for. I don't know why Snyderman. They seem to take weeks to actually ship anything. So that'll be on its way soon, hopefully.
Fucking the amount they charge for postage as well.
Like, yeah, I know. Mental. Yeah. This was $15 for an unpainted, which isn't bad. But they said if you buy a painted one, they charge you like $45 or something, because they'll only send it like tracked and signed, because they reckon that they've had loads of them nicked. But I'm not a fan. I think they wanted about $105 for painting, and I don't really like. I don't think the painting's that great, to be honest. So I wouldn't.
Sometimes the likeness of the sculpts can be really good. Is it Dave got one of their sculpts for Reese, didn't he?
Yeah,
not Reese. Aliens.
As I say, when I've got, because you painted mine, didn't you, Ian?
Yeah. I've done a couple of them.
Yeah.
They I think they were the ones who did a T2 John Connor as well. From the very beginning of the film.
Oh, okay.
When he's standing there with the binoculars. I think they did that as well, and that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, done some good sculpts.
But done all of the aliens, Marines and stuff. And
the Ghostbusters are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I've got at the moment. Although there's some feelers out at the moment on Sideshow Freaks for a Molaram custom from Temple of Doom. So obviously I haven't got enough like indie.
He just wants to see our beautiful faces.
Indie type figures. So I'm interested in that as a guy's that's going to possibly do a sculpt and talking to a guy about doing like the robes and things like that. So that would be pretty cool. Kalima.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Yeah. So that's possible, but yeah. And also I was thinking about, not that it's custom at all, I was thinking to myself, I wouldn't mind a Tarkin. I was looking at the prices of those on eBay. Fuck that.
Yeah, I know.
I think I missed the boat on that one, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with mine. I like the Rocco sculpt, so I've just left that. But I've ended up picking up over time the Tarkin clothing and all that for it. So it's pretty much a Hot Toys one. It's just got the Rocco head on it. But yeah,
it's crazy the price of some figures now, isn't it? Some of them are just
mad. Some of them are just insane. Absolutely mad.
Yeah, because I was listening to the Six Girl Scavengers. They talk about the price of some of the Rogue One stuff, And like K2SO
Yeah, I was
is
listening to that today.
absolute fortune now, isn't he?
What's that, K2SO?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy money.
I think it's like $500-600 now. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, huge amounts. Just insane.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think all the Terminator figures are crazy money as well.
Yeah, and like a twat, I had a twat Techno and I sold it, and I wish I hadn't fucking bothered. But now to buy it back will cost me a fortune. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a 17 as well, but I just don't want to have to sell a testicle to get it. It's just mad. See, what you doing now, Pete?
Well, I've got to try and find our fucking presentation again now. I don't know what's happened to it.
Brilliant. So
just bear with.
While Pete's fanning around with slides, we are doing a couple of giveaways. So the first one we've had, the first one we're going to do properly on the podcast is a little while ago we had backdrop and bases on, and I so happen to have a spare backdrop. It is a Hoth backdrop with the Falcon in the Echo base. So people will eventually get slide up, but
mate, look, this is absolutely fucking seamless. What are you moaning about? no one would have seen any of that.
There you go. It is a lovely backdrop, and I shall post a picture up on Ox. So if you want to win this, all you have to do is, once I've put the post up, all you need to do is follow the Collecting Weekly Instagram page and the Only Fools and Collecting Instagram page, and then post a picture of whatever Hoth figure you're going to stick in there in a pose that pleases me. And that's it. It's that simple. That's all you have to do. Make sure you post it on there. Make sure you follow the pages on Instagram, and I will send you this backdrop. It's as simple as that.
Do they need to be fully clothed, Ian?
Preferably.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those weird dolly men who I don't want no fucking layers with her tits hanging out or anything like that.
Taking a piss in the snow.
That's it. Yeah. No golden shower Hoth scenes or anything like that. Just keep it.
Just as long as there's helmets.
That's it. As many helmets as you can get.
Shiny the best.
Yeah. So that's all you've got to do to win that. And with it in the week, we have moved up in the world of podcasts. We now have our own stickers. Which I don't think, to be fair on Pete, I don't think he's got a picture for.
I've not.
No. So these are brilliant stickers. These are the Only Fools and Collecting Mutts Nuts stickers. You will get a sticker with a massive pair of dog's bollocks on it, mainly because we're into that kind of thing. So in the week, I put a little post up to say, if you want to win one of these, all you need to do, again, is follow us on Instagram and then just chuck a picture up on the post of a figure that you think is the Mutts Nuts. And I have 3 winners. So all these people need to do is drop me a PM, give me your address, and once the stickers arrive, I shall send you one out. So the winners are, we have PJ, who I think he had a Joker, and it was one of the best poses I've seen for the Arkham Joker. Yep. We got Eric and Brian as well, which I think was a Darth Vader and
the Thor, was it?
No,
he was too late.
I think he was a bit too late.
Yeah.
But anyway, PJ, Eric, and Brian, give us a shout, and you can have a lovely dog's bollock sticker. I
assume me and Steve will get one anyway.
Yeah, you two will get one. Of course, you will get a dog's bollock sticker.
Top man, mate.
Yep. So that's it. You guys have won those. Happy days.
Beautiful.
So we've got the CW 2019 awards coming up. So if you enter into that, you get fill out the form, and then you will get entered into the draw for the Commando giveaway. So there's a set of clone Commando armor that has been 3D printed that you'll be entered in. You'll get a run-in for that, which they are going to announce on the next episode of Collecting Weekly, I think, or it might be the one after.
Which one? The awards one?
Yeah.
So I think it's early December, isn't it?
Early December.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks, just about then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys voted yet?
I have. I'm waiting for the 1/6 scale John Deek figure to win.
So I've not seen it.
It's brilliant. It has a lint roller accessory.
Of course.
It's brilliant.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic. The only problem is if you stick it in a display case with any other figures, all the other figures just fuck off and leave.
Yeah.
Don't know why. But yeah, but that's mine for the 2019 Collecting Weekly Figure Awards. But as you know, enter in, you get, you know, you're getting into another competition because all about the love and the giveaways. Yeah, and that is about it, I think. Well, that's it for me. Unless you guys have got anything else.
This is the
No, all good.
The prize here. Yeah, I guess this fellow here.
I mean, that's obviously a computer render, but
yeah.
That's effectively it. So, I mean, the clone kits are really good. I know Zach's done one already, and that looked really good. So, I think all you'd need is the body and the undersuit, and possibly the weapon. So, but these kits are really good, really good. Now we've got some slides of Pete signing into everything.
Yeah, it's all gone shit again. I was, I think Zach wanted us to show the new Ox logo, so I'm just going back to that. And that is the last slide we have.
And obviously, come and join us on Auxiliary, the Facebook group.
It's Mandalorian themed. Very nice.
Great, that.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's doing it to rub it into all the guys in Ox that aren't in America
that can't watch the fucking show.
Yeah, they don't have access to a VPN or Cody. Thank you, Zach. There we go. He's just come in. There we go. December 1st, they're going to announce for the giveaway. Cool. So yeah. So vote, like I say, John Deek for the win, and it'd be brilliant. So yeah. So that's it for me. I think we're going to meet again in a fortnight's time.
Yeah.
Again, thank you very much, Steve, for coming on.
Yeah, great to have you on, mate.
Thanks for having me on.
It's been a laugh. We've had 2 hours of talking shit. So the only shout-outs I've got really are the Collecting Weekly guys. Thank you very much for putting up with us. The Six Girl Scavenger guys, I was listening to your podcast today. Very good. And that, how did I fucking forget Small Talk? Got Small Talk there on next week instead of us. Yeah, and that's me. That's it. I'm sorted. How about you guys? Any shout-outs?
Just David Upton, where are you, man? You've been beaten. You could have been the first Northerner on this show, and you've been beaten to it.
There's only
to get himself on.
Yeah, there's only so many times you can be rejected.
Yeah.
Steve,
I'm going to go.
You're not in any way a rebound.
No. Of course, no.
You know what? I actually thought David would be on before me, but he just hasn't brought himself to the party, has he?
No. He's too busy doing like work and shit, I think. But
yeah, excuses.
Yeah.
What, 11:30 at night? What is he, a fucking rent boy?
I don't know what he does, but he's just yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one shout out if I'm allowed.
Yeah, of course.
Of course you are. You can have as many as you like.
Yeah.
I think you guys know this, but I'm one of the many admins on a great group called 16 Gotham.
Yes.
If you love DC Batman and only DC Batman in your 16 group, then head over to that on Facebook. There's about 4,500 people in there now. So, it's a decent group, and there's no shenanigans allowed. So yeah, no, it's a really good one.
It's one of my favourites.
I'll have to have a look. I haven't had a look at that one, so I should be sure to check it out.
Definitely.
Yep. Search for 16 Gotham. You'll soon find it.
Cool
beans. Go on, Pete. You got any shouts?
No, only David Upton. Come on, man. No.
Pete's got a boner for you, Dave. He really wants you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to hear what he sounds like.
Yeah.
But, no. Apart from that, shout out to Inigo, I suppose. Let's get these hand and indie sculpts going.
To be honest, if you left that about a month, that would do me a favour. I'd get a bit more money.
Yeah. To be honest, it could well be. It could be a while off. I don't know.
They do look good, though. They look very, very good.
Yeah, definitely. He's rinsed my wallet many times before, and it's all your fault, Steve. I've mentioned this before, but
you have,
you were the one that I'd never heard of Sideshow Freaks, and you pushed me in the direction of the Inigo V1. And now I'm in the right mess with Indy, aren't I? So,
indeed,
Yeah.
I've still got that myself.
What's that? Sorry, mate.
I've still got that sculpt myself.
Have you really? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I've still got it on me.
Well, I've got one actually. I've still got one on the. I had it redone as the Temple of Doom, with the scratches and stuff.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, just to mention, you, Steve, you were saying that the pleather strap on your DX5 satchel's finally bitten the dust, or turned it.
I do need to send it to you.
Yeah, that's cool. I was going to say, if anyone else needs one, I've actually got. You probably don't need to send it to me now, Steve, because I've got some buckles in now, and I've got the leather, so I'll just make you one and send you one over. But yeah, if anyone else needs one, just give me a shout. I won't charge you that much for them, but they do look lots better anyway in leather, and they're going to last. So
yeah. Mine had it. I was only adjusting the strap. Well, the bag a little bit, and it just went.
Nah, they're bullshit. Yeah, and I've bought quite a few of them to part out, and a good 50% of them, as soon as you touch those things, they just fall apart. So, I factor that in that they're probably going to be fucked. So I'm not going to get any money back from those bits. I've dabbled with making holsters, but it's bloody difficult, to be honest. So. I could do the straps. I could do a belt, but yeah, that's about as far as I dabble with that. But yeah,
cool.
I'll sort you one out, mate, and I'll get that out to you next week sometime.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Cool beans. Right, so that's a bye from me, and I shall see you all later.
Yeah, bye from me too.
See ya.
See you now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.